everybody, it is Hobbs back here with you.
Yeah, it's Hobbs Horror, knocking down your door, all about the guts and gore, blood and pus, give him some more. He wants bone and entrails spread across the floor, so if you're looking for that theater macabre, look no more. Sit back and relax and enjoy some Hobbs Horror.
Thank you for watching Hobbs Horror.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good shit.
Hello, it's Hobbs back here with you with another review from MDD Entertainment. I want to thank them for sending me this copy of Vile. This is a 2011 film. It gets a 4.9 in IMDb. It's just at an hour and 23 minutes long. The directorial debut of Taylor Sheridan, written by Eric Beck. So let's see the reverse cover art for Vile before we get started. There is the reverse cover art. You can see here with the film, there's no poster included, but you do get the theatrical trailer, deleted scenes, and reversible artwork, obviously. This is MDV Visual. So let's talk about this film and discuss Vile. So we have a group of friends that are basically out camping and whatnot and having a good time, and as they're leaving, you know the show's over, they gotta go home, they stop and get to a gas station to get some gas. And this girl, Diane, walks up to them and says to them, "Hey, can you give me a lift? My car's broke down." You know that premise, that's like the ultimate like thing you don't want to see when you're in a horror film, you know, or you pick up somebody. That's like the most common thing. So that's definitely used, and it has worked for most films. So of course they take her up on it, and as she's getting to the car, somebody comes in and gasses everybody in the car with fluid that puts them out and knocks them all out. And they wake up in this remote location, and they have these little vials attached to the back of their necks and their heads. And a woman comes on this video and says, "Hello, sorry for the issues, but you have 24 hours to get the vials to drain the fluid inside from your brain into these vials, or you and everybody else will die. They're going to release poisons if you don't get everybody to release the vials." Now, how do you do that? Two ways. You can inflict pain on each other, causing the vials to fill up with fluid from the brain, or you can have sex. Nobody has sex. That's a spoiler. It's pretty much a pain show the entire time. So basically, the whole film is based upon people having 24 hours to inflict as much pain as they can on each other, where everybody has the vials fill up to where there's enough to where everybody can be saved. And you know, they draw straws initially to see who has to inflict the pain first, and then they got to decide what ways to inflict the pain. The first one was someone was being basically beaten to a pulp by everybody. There's people that get burnt with hot irons. There's a ton of different things. It's just like torture, basically. It's a torture porn type film. A lot of brutality. Nothing too over the top. I don't think calling it Vile was the reason that people think this might be a Vile film. Vile has an intricate part of the film because of the actual vial. But, so yeah, they have 24 hours to fill these little vials up in the back of their heads with their brain fluid to survive. And then there's a climactic, crazy twist at the end of the film. And but as far as I'll go with it, I do want to let you know this movie was good. I really liked this. Yes, we've seen this premise before, but this is a bit of a different animal, using brain fluid to fill up vials in the back of the head. That's not something I've seen. I've seen people blow up if they weren't able to. Basically complete the task, things like that. But this is a little bit of a different premise. But I enjoyed this movie. This movie was fun. It kept me interested the entire time, and I give this a 4.5 out of 5 on the Boglin scale. Let me know if you've seen Vile. It's not an extreme horror film, but there's definitely some torture, but it's not on the level of stuff that you've not seen in your standard horror films. But interesting concepts, and I thought it was a really well-directed film for Taylor Sheridan's introductory debut. Alright guys, that's my thoughts on Vile. Catch up with you later. Thank you, MVD Entertainment, for sending me this to review. Peace.
Welcome to the house on the A6 block. I'm just chilling on the porch in my chair I rock. I'm your host, Jimmy Biggs, with the ghoulish clip. Only light outside is the full moon lit. Welcome to a world mixed with evil and good. If you didn't plan on staying, then you misunderstood. This ain't a nightmare, a figment of imagination. Step aside and the house will awaken. Skeleton.